Hello everyone, Visual Pony here. Usually we don't do things like this, but this is a website that both Midnight and I use regularly. You might have seen Midnight stream a lot of games over on her Twitch channel over the last year, and you might wonder how we were able to get all of those. Well, look no further, because the answer is right here. The good folks over at Kinguin are currently clearing some of their stock and have sent us an affiliate link through which you can kill two birds with one stone. You can get amazing games at good prices, while also supporting the channel, since we get a cut of everything that you purchase with our link, which you can find in the description down below, by the way. But better be quick, their clearance sale is only running from the 14th to the 21st of April. So while you're listening to this amazing story, why not hop over there and have a look at what games they have on sale right now. And now, enjoy the video and your potentially new games.
Roar!
Ew.
Hello and welcome to Pony&Wolf Productions. I am Midnight, and today we shall be reading Luna Gets Wound Up, written by Bronyxy. As always, these are our amazing Patreons. Link is in the description if you wish to join. And don't forget, it truly does help us. Now, shall we get to it? The alarm clock that had been ticking away to itself happily for hours on the bedside vanity suddenly rang with a shrill staccato, causing the aforementioned entity under the rumpled and misaligned duvet to stretch out a hoof, swiping it down aimlessly, in the vain hope of finding the off button. The hoof missed and swung down through empty air, the alarm continuing its shrill persistence, causing the hoof to relocate slightly to one side and swipe down again, still with no result. It also missed on its third try, and at the fourth attempt it clipped the corner of the vanity, causing its owner to shout out an arcane curse, before the duvet was pulled back to reveal a rather grumpy, dark blue princess staring venomously at the clock with a look that met all the requirements of hatred and contempt concurrently. While she nursed her right forehoof that had made contact with the bedside vanity, she brought down her left forehoof with frightening precision towards the off button, an act born of the anger that its impatience had caused her. A vindictive smile spread across her muzzle as her forehoof made contact and cancelled the ringing, but the gracious momentum behind her downward swipe continued into the device, causing it to crumble into a random collection of misshapen parts, some of which clattered unceremoniously like a clockwork avalanche onto the floor. The alarm mechanism, now in a shape never foreseen in the designer's worst nightmares, continued to click erratically as the clockwork spring wound down and the striker waved in empty air. She was going to need another alarm clock, the 5th this week. She would get along with alarm clocks better, she reasoned, if they didn't keep going off when it reached the best parts of her dreams. They deserved what they got. She climbed out of bed, one foreleg, then the other, then the hind leg. The hind leg felt the resistance of the misaligned duvet and snagged. Had the duvet not learned anything from witnessing the fate of the alarm clock that had openly mocked her? She wasn't going to take this from the duvet, so she pulled extra hard to extract her leg, and tripped out of bed with her hind leg still ensnared firmly. Luna fell onto the bedroom floor and yanked her legs free from the misbehaving duvet, finally climbing onto her hooves and sprang, turning to face her adversary, where it lay in its deceptive snuggliness, half of the bed, half on the floor, and braced her forelegs, pointing her horn vengefully at it. Her eyes narrowed to slits as blue sparks started to fizz around her horn, and she took aim. Time stopped for the duvet as it considered its future in oblivion for its heinous crimes. Then the alicorn, that was its judge, jury, and executioner, paused, sparks flying angrily. Instead of a stream of pure magical energy from the mass's power of darkness that its owner controlled, the horn dulled. The executioner raised her head hotly and turned away to flounce off into the bathroom. She had vaporized 2 duvets already this week, and a fleeting flash of sanity had forced its way into her mind to prod her conscience just in time to issue a reprieve. Previous duvets had learned nothing from their punishment, so the chances were this one wouldn't either. She harumphed as she set about preparing herself for the night ahead, determined not to look at the remains of the misbehaving alarm clock or its partner in crime, the innocent-looking duvet. Oh, how those sweet looks were deceptive, but there was no doubting the malice that lay underneath its seductive facade. She told herself not to look at it, but still flashed it the occasional glance in the mirror to see if it was still there, and prepared to show any remorse for its actions. But it just lain there. "You're a good actor," she thought, seething inwardly, "but I can see through your charade. Just wait. One hoof out of line and you will be vaporized, or worse." Luna finished preparing herself for the night ahead, and tried to cast from her mind the ridiculous thoughts she had harbored about a conspiracy between her alarm clock and the duvet. Now she stopped to think about it, though, it was an utterly foolish notion. She just needed to get to bed a bit earlier and have a soothing drink to stop her from being so restless. Then everything would be all right again. She strode out in a confident and rational state of mind to conduct her duties, laughing inwardly at her own stupidity for letting such small matters wind her up. She was a princess for Celestia's sake, and ought to have known better. The maids came into Luna's bedroom and surveyed the scene. Another alarm clock in pieces. Fortunately, they had become accustomed to carrying a spare with them every evening to return their mistress's bedroom to its required standard, and set about recovering all the little pieces of broken clockwork mechanism from the floor before remaking the bed. They carried out their duty diligently, wondering at all the pressures their mistress must have been under if she was prepared to do such wanton damage to the soft furnishings in her room. At least they didn't have to replace the duvet today. Once the maids had left and turned the lights off, the moon was riding high in the sky, shining its silvery beams through the windows into Luna's bedroom. "Hey, Clocky," said the duvet. "Want to have some fun?" "Yeah, okay," replied the new alarm clock. "I'm up for it." "Tomorrow evening, when the pony's been asleep, I'll get myself wrapped around her ankles, then give you a signal to ring as loud as you can, okay? Then just keep moving out of the way when she tries to turn you off. It's a real laugh. It gets even funnier when she trips and falls flat on her face." "Sounds fun. Is it safe?" "Yeah, you'll be fine." Lol. So, alarm clocks and duvets can talk now? To be fair, it's a magical world, I wouldn't put it past it. But poor Luna. Waking up in the middle of your dreams is always annoying. And you can never quite get back into that world. I think I maybe have managed it once or twice. But, still annoying. I hope she gets some sweet dreams soon. Perhaps she needs to change the material her duvet is made out of. It seems to be a bit tricky right now. That was Luna Gets Wind Up, written by Bronyxy. I hope you all enjoyed, and keep watching that moon, everyone. Bye!